Hi guys, Marion Embossing here, sharing with you a really quick and simple card design using some great products from Wow and Ellen Hutson that I got sent a little while back. So I'm going to be using their designer dies, their Thankful set. They're on a magnetic sheet, so that's just fabulous. And they match this stamp set, which is just absolutely brilliant because you haven't got to do any fussy cutting. And then I got to use these beautiful little sequins, 28 Lilac Avenue, and they're also from Ellen Hutson. Love sequins. So what I've taken is a 10th fold card, but I'm going to use it on its side. And then I used my favourite things, the stitched inside out. And then that's going to cut it out and give us a line around it. I'm also using Golden Flame embossing glitter. So I gave it a little shake. And just on a piece of scrap cardstock, I'm going to ink up my first pumpkin, pop my powder on and shake off the excess. And with this one, you probably don't really see me do it because I think I do it off camera. I give it a little flick, but when I give it a little flick, on this particular one, I've given it a harder flick, so I haven't got as much left on there because I didn't want them all looking completely uniform. And that way it makes it look a little bit more distressed and then they don't look so perfect. We don't want them perfect. So I've done 3 and then I've heat set them. Then I'm just placing it in my Big Shot, running it through. Sorry, the legs to my tripod were in the way, so I had to run it back the other way. But this just shows you how simple they are to cut out. I mean, fussy cutting's great, but sometimes when you can just do this quickly and this simply, it's like, yay for dies. So I'm loving all these sets where they actually do the bundles and they do the dies matching the stamps. It's just great. So I've cut those 3 out and I've got my little stitched border, and then I'm just going to place them on there and just decide, do I want them in a perfect line? And no, I'm actually going to take the 2 side ones and just bring them down a little bit. And that one that I flicked off a lot more, I've actually put that one in the centre. And there's a lovely sentiment on the stamp set saying, thankful for you. And what I like to do is actually place it down. Rather than going straight on my block, I'll put it down, right side down, exactly where I want it. And then I can pick it up with my block and then I know where it's going to go and where it's going to work. So first of all, we're just going to stick those little pumpkins down. I decided to go flat rather than go raised on them. I don't know why. Sometimes I like to raise it and sometimes I like to go flat. So I'm just going to ink up my sentiment, and I'm just using the versafine onyx black. Stamp it down and then I just rub my fingers along. I'd never ever take my hands off the block. I'm always keeping my hands on the block so it keeps it there and you're not going to get any jogging, any movement then. So once that's done, I'm going to mount it onto the card base. And like I said, I've done a 10th fold card, but I'm actually turning it on its side. I very rarely turn cards on their side. I do like 10th fold, but this one works this way. Now I'm getting to play with those lovely sequins. Now these little jars of sequins are going to last for so long. There's so many in there. And basically I just take them and I just pop them around where I think they look right. And then I'll just use little tiny bits of glossy accents and then stick them down. I just find that's the best way of sticking them. Then I'm going in afterwards with glossy accents again. I'm just doing tiny, tiny little dots of glossy because it's got a nice fine little tip. And I'm using the pumpkin spice, quite apt, sparkles from Wow. And this is just a pure glitter, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just popping that round, shaking off the excess. And you're just going to see it on there. And then I just thought I'd finish with a little bit of twine, because I thought twine goes quite nice with harvesty, Thanksgiving, that type of thing. You can tell we don't do Thanksgiving over here. But there's my effort for Thanksgiving for all my American friends. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.